the kind of things you find, I remember where to find us still on the 96.5 FM during the convention, 12:10 a.m. And then after the convention, we found EAA radio. I go back nearly 20 years. It's amazing.
To the right, currently in their low approaches, these airplanes from Elmendorf Air Force Base, Alaska, they're flown by the F-22 Raptor demo team. Operate the F-22. These jets, as we mentioned to you a little bit earlier, come to us from Alaska as they help support our thing of the Pacific Air Forces this year. First introduced into service back in 2005. Only about 187 F-22 Raptors were built, making it a fairly rare asset as part of our U.S. Air Force inventory. One of its key strengths, of course, is low observability, that stealth, that sharp design, the radar-absorbing coating as well. They're capable of reaching speeds in excess of Mach 2. Approach. It is indeed a low approach. We should see the gear come up just about now. It looks like they're going to go ahead and bring it all the way in from the sun out there on the runway 18. Helping get our show started here on this great Friday afternoon. How about a very nice round of applause for
Ed Hamill here with Wings, Folds of Honor. Momentarily he was going to pop up, do a little bit of a check. But here he comes from the right, ladies and gentlemen, Thunderbird Air. Ladies and gentlemen, the ladies of Liberty. Wonderful. Thank you so much, ladies. Beautiful. One more round of applause for your United States Army. Go Knights. We just got things started. Ricky, I heard also we're going to keep the airplane away or something here in a little while.
There is waiting. Of course, you will see many different opportunities for scholarships and raffles. Great things to do across the entire route. And if you want to see your time out today, I may have a
Okay. Down to freedom. Here they are from the right, ladies and gentlemen, the T-28 Trojans.
The satellite is under attack. It's exhausted. But it would go. It is. Search out the attacks, police, displays, just literally hundreds of records. Usually there. And not just records, also designers.
See, that was super interesting to watch out here. Look at this airplane just touching down here at Show Center. You see the gear down. A little bit of a gusty wind here, so the airmanship, you look to the left and see the aircraft roll out of base, turn into a plane. Watch the aircraft settle in and account for the gusty wind. Listen for that motor. Just the throttle gets adjusted. Bring the aircraft in.
Oh, yeah.
And you see that 88 plane touching up. Not like the others. DC-6. He snuck in on us. He gave up trying to win out all the slip and exhaust on the side of the airplane so they could get painting now. Today when we see the airplane start to jump, see it doesn't have to let it right at the front. It doesn't seem to skin.
And it's T-28 Star Taxi
Roswell this year for our national championship air races, and we have all 7 classes there this year. Plus, get this, they have a new, what they're calling a mock course. It's bigger, it's faster, and it's going to...
Championship Air Race in September of 2023.
More than 11,000 have been built. From the RV-1 back in the 60s, the RV-15. No two models of the
seeing is very special in quite a number of ways. It was built in 1944, and it was said that this one indeed perhaps one of the most well-maintained Lightnings worldwide. Marvin Lefty Gardner acquired this aeroplane in 1964. As he works the A-38 around our DC-6 that she's down in front of us. Lefty Gardner was one of the founders What an incredible sight that is. Steph, I gotta tell you, as a quintessential airshow nerd, to have the DC-6 here is a pretty cool deal. This was something I've seen on the internet, on YouTube for years, and it just brings a tear. It's just so pretty. So, yes, they have. It is very much a monumental event for them to bring these two very special aircraft as part of EAA AirVenture 2026 and be part of today's air show. And of course our DC-6 will also be on static display in Boeing Plaza as the week progresses.
Absolutely, we can't wait to let you get up close so you can see it in all of its glory. It is a stunning.
Their efforts, time, and energy that we have the privilege